are live and connected here at TribLIVE Radio. 3 cameras going on in the studio right now. YouTube, our 24/7 studio feed. Morgan with the Periscope. This is where it's at if you want to talk WWE. They've been here in Pittsburgh the last couple days. Raw was here last night. There were some things I liked, some things I didn't like. The theme seemed to be they would set some things up with great excitement, but they didn't knock it down the way I thought they quite really should have. Lana, first off, my girl, back with Rusev. Glad she held herself and waited herself for me to come on strolling out with that one of those white business suits. She had the Russian smirk. The legs were working full form. I loved it. Lana comes back, introduced on Miss TV. This is a good call, good platform. Explanations were needed. Why are you back together? Let's try to forget about this whole debacle with the love triangles and love squares. That was good. I know they want to add depth to the Rusev character. I get that. That's what basically the project has been with him of 2015, is to go from undefeated monster to adding depth and range to his character. But come on. He is on the Bulgarian Express that is moving further and further away from being that serious threat that he once was. We have a match with Ryback. I'm okay with the count-out finish to protect both of those guys, but once again, look at how they did it. We are back to where they were in March and April of last year. Lana gets hurt or becomes a distraction, costing Rusev the match. They did this last spring, and this was what started the turn and the split from them, which we've all agreed, now in hindsight, was disastrous. Enough of that. Just get back to basics. You got a talented athlete with a great look and a great heel gimmick. You got an awesome mouthpiece in Lana. This ain't that hard. Charlotte, daughter of the dirtiest player in the game, Ric Flair. Okay, Charlotte wins. Odd finish. I know she's the daughter of the dirtiest player, but the whole finish was I didn't like it. It was heelish stuff from Charlotte and Rick on the ending, and Mark was sitting behind me. Mark and I were talking about this, and he loves. Rick, the whole Flair family is his. That's his people, and we agree. If this is supposed to be a heel turns are supposed to be impactful. You leave people beaten and bloodied and what have you. Heel turns aren't supposed to be that. If that's what this is, you do you beat down, you do a heel turn, and then you can be cowardly, and then you can cheat. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not feeling it with Ashley, aka Charlotte. I'm just not feeling it yet with her on the main roster. This run of her on Raw and SmackDown, not feeling it. I feel like it's too much trying to make her Ric Flair 2.0 with boobs. She is super talented, which is why it frustrates me that I can't get into this, and I hope that this changes, but right now, not doing it for me. League of Nations, good concept. People already notice the international flavor. They talk about it all the time. Look at all the international guys. Maybe we should stick them all together. So they did it. I'm fine with it. I also like the fact of them being the lead heel force on the show, rather than having to see authority figures in Triple H and Stephanie every single week. Unfortunately, League of Nations won't last long, but for the moment, despite Survivor Series being past and gone, I'm okay with the creation of this faction. We got a whole lot more to talk about over the next hour here. It's been a fun 2 days. We'll talk more about the good, the bad, and the funny from Raw. And by the way, got to sit at the bar for a few moments next to Renee Young a couple nights ago. Holy hell on a cracker. She is the best thing to come out of Canada since... Well, she might be the best thing to come out of Canada. TribLIVE Radio.